What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Windows 11, and here today in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest release build, which is Windows 11 21H2, and this is the 22,000.194 build. And of course this is different from the beta build. Yes, there is another beta version which is on 22,000.194, but this is the 21H2, so that is the release build over here. But specifically, to be honest about the performance, I would say the beta build is more stable than this one. And opening things looks like this. The animations still looks great, but it is a little bit choppy in my opinion. I have a i5-7400 CPU over here, and I have this task manager opened up in this small segment so that you can see the CPU usage and stuff. Right now my GPU or the iGPU is getting used because I'm screen recording this with OBS, of course, right here. So yeah, and let me show you some other things. The start menu still looks like this. You can pin a particular app over here, and whatever apps you want, you can just search for it in the start screen over here. And yes, searching is totally working perfectly fine here, no issues. And you can open some app just like this, and let me open this hardware info so that you can see the opening up time and stuff. So yeah, this is working flawlessly. As you can see, this is the newer hardware info beta, and it has this dark theme, so it looks cool in my opinion. And you can see the CPU temps and stuff from here, and the CPU package power, etc. if you want to look at them. The new store still over here is present. I have checked for updates, and this is the latest store, and in the home screen this is how it will look like. And if you are hovering around some stuff, this is how still it looks like. And everywhere the performance is great, but still the performance is not as good as the beta channel build. Now here I have tested the builds with the Geekbench 5.4.1, and with that let me show you the scores. In the middle, this score is from the 22458 developer channel build of Windows 11, and you can see I got pretty good single core score, and the multi-core score is a little lower. But on the left side, this is the beta channel build. This is the 22,000.194 build, and here I got the best scores. As you can see, the single core score reached up to 943, and the multi-core score is the highest between all of these. And the multi-core score I got here is 2913. Of course, this is in the beta channel. And on the far right side, on this one, in the release build, the multi-core score has dropped. So yeah, that is quite a lot of drop, I guess, from the beta channel build. And I would say again, if you are someone who really wants to get the best performance out of all of these, definitely switch to the beta channel. There we will get the best performance, at least as of right now. About the other things, well, if you are right clicking in the home screen, of course you still have this kind of right clicking menu, and it has this frosted glass kind of look, and you still have this more menu over here, and this is the older kind of look. And there, if you go into the personalization, this is how it will look like. You can change the themes from right here, or you can go into the backgrounds and change your backgrounds. I have selected this change picture every 1 minute. That's why you are seeing the wallpaper is changing automatically in the background. Let me go into the personalization again, and here we have these colors. So from here you can change the accent colors too, and of course you can change these recent colors like this one, as you can see. So yeah, from here you can change the accent colors of the UI. As you can see, this color has changed, so this is good. Also from here you can change the theme mode to dark or light. All these things are still similar. We have this start menu settings, we have this show recently added apps, and the recently opened items, etc. You can turn it off if you want to. Right now let me show you the more things in the taskbar. Yes, you still have this search, task view, etc. buttons, and you can disable them if you want to. Of course I haven't signed in, so I can't show you the teams and stuff, but you can open them, and this is how you can open the teams. Then we have the widgets. Whenever you are signing in, it will appear over here. Then we have this multi-window kind of mode, and this is how it will look like. Let me go back to the window where I was, and the search panel still works fine, no issues with that. And of course the start screen looks like this. If you right click on the start menu, it will give you these many options. As you can see, you have the task manager, the settings, file explorer, run, etc. options still. And if you right click over here, you can go directly into the taskbar settings. We have the taskbar corner icons over here, and you can enable whatever you want. And the taskbar corner overflow icons, you can enable them too if you like them. And we have the taskbar behavior. If you go into it, we have the center icons over here, or you can put them to the left side just like this. And let me tell you, in the center icon right now, the alignment is perfectly fine, which was badly aligned in the dev channel, but right now even that is fixed in the dev channel too. So yeah, right now the icons are perfectly aligned to the center. So centered icons on the taskbar, of course, looks great, but still it does not have those features which you expect. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's open this folder right here. Let me minimize it. Right now, let's assume I'm gonna drag and drop this text document to the particular file explorer folder. I still cannot do that. As you can see, it shows it's not able to do that. So yeah, still these bugs are there, or these features are not yet added. But yes, of course, when you have opened this folder, you can drag and drop it right here. But definitely when you have something minimized, you can't simply drag and drop it over there. This is a bummer pretty much in my opinion. And yes, it does suck that I can't put anything over here in a particular app from the taskbar, which I used to do in Windows 10. And you can select multiple things and then right click over here, and there is the compress to zip option. But even when you have WinRAR installed, you can't simply do that from right here. You have to click on this show more option. Then from there you can add to desktop.rar or something. So yeah, you can compress or extract a particular zip file by just right clicking over here, but then you have to go again into the show more option still. Now this PC section looks like this. If you right click, you get this kind of context kind of menu. And of course we have this kind of context menu again everywhere, wherever you are right clicking, rename option, etc. And the properties, quick access, etc. you can add them from here. And if you are clicking on these three dots, you get these properties and options on the bottom. So I would say the options should have been right here, like it was in Windows 10. Somehow they should have been adding this option. If they have given this option and properties right here as two buttons, that would have been a lot better. And if you're right clicking on a particular disk, it will look like this. I have a SSD installed over here, so everything in my opinion is fast and snappy. But again, this is not as fast experience as I was getting in the beta channel. Now earlier, whenever I was expanding file explorer stuff, there was some wide artifacts, but right now they have been fixed. As you can see, I showed this bug earlier, but as you can see right now, this particular bug has been completely fixed. And of course right now you can do this, and there is no artifacts at all in this particular release build. And if you hover around this maximize button right here, we have these sorting stuff. Wherever you want to, you can put those windows like this one, as you can see. So yeah, these features are still working. And whenever you're putting something like this, it has this frosted glass kind of effect in the background. Looks very cool in my opinion, as you can see. And whenever you're minimizing something, this is how the animations are looking like right now. They look really awesome. So right before the release, I would say the experience is getting good. But again, in the beta channel, it is a little bit better experience in my frank opinion. And right now the mic has this accent kind of color, and this is showing which app is using the mic currently. And if you click on this Wi-Fi and sound, this is how it will look like. And you can go into the Wi-Fi settings from right here. You can connect or disconnect to a particular Wi-Fi network that you have. And if you want to enable nightlight, you can do that from right here. But right now it won't show in the screen recording, of course. And here we have the hotspot, then the focus assist and the accessibility settings. You can add these from right here. You can click on add and add whatever you want. Then if you click on the settings, you can go to the all settings from right here. Then if you click on this particular arrow, so you can put it to speaker or something. You can change the device specifically from right here. And if you're clicking on this date and time, this is how it will look like, and it will show the notifications over here. And you can shrink the calendar if you want to, or you can expand it just like this. And if you're right clicking on this date, it will show you to adjust date settings, and the notification settings you can customize from right here. And this is how the notification settings will look like. As you can see, you can disable some apps notification, of course, if you want to, or you can disable the whole notifications if you want to, just like this. Again, in Windows 11, the opening up of apps is pretty fast. As you can see, opening from the SSD, it is really fast. Every time I'm opening this Word, the speed is really great. And over here, if you're clicking on this, it will give you this change account settings, lock and sign out option. And here I don't have the account signed in, so that's why it shows administrator. And here, if you're clicking on the power menu, it will show you the sleep, shutdown and restart option. And whenever you're clicking on something or just clicking over here, as you can see, this section actually flickers a little bit. So yeah, that bug is there, but that's how it is as of right now. And here in the start menu, if you want to have some icons, let me show you. you can go into the personalization settings, then start and the folders. And from here, you can enable the settings, file explorer or downloads, whatever you want to, you can enable from right here. Then it will show up just like this. And you can go directly into the file explorer from right here. So yeah, these things you can add and edit. And if you hit Windows Shift and S on the keyboard, you will get this screenshot option. And the default option is this one. You can select a square kind of area and then you can take that screenshot. Or else if you are hitting the Windows Shift and S again, let me show you, you can select a particular area just like this. You can just select this and here, this is the screenshot that it took. So you can just click over here once you are like taking that screenshot, then you can draw something over here. So yeah, these things of course work and you can save them from right here. Then let me show you one more thing. If you want to take the full desktop screenshot or full screen screenshot, you can just click here. Then you can take a full screenshot of the desktop or whatever screen you are looking at. And if you are clicking on this window snip option, then it will snip this particular window. I guess if you're clicking on it, as you can see here, I have this selected. So if I'm clicking like this, as you can see, it only selected the like start or the taskbar right here. So everything is feeling fast and snappy and the animations are getting better. Of course, I'm pretty excited about the October 5th official launch of the Windows 11. Let's see what happens. So this was the release build of 21H2 of Windows 11 22,000.194. Let me know in the comments what do you guys think. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Share this video with your friends if you feel like. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.